at the home of the 12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Red Raiders about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball first today. Looking for room. It's Cortez. Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. A 20. 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game.
That's how we starting.
How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's
you see that, boy.
Natty loading.
After the first score of the game. And the extra
hell no, these are trash, really.
That one's going to get a little
really
star
trash.
decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take
Let's see what the defense gonna do.
So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right.
Well, he's got to show me they want to be here.
Day for this offense when he decided to come back for receiving year 2. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
I forgot this Texas Tech. They're going to go 5-5.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes in the 38.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders will...
Freddie! Yeah.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Let's see what we're working with out here.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snares it outside. It's Cortez. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line. And this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations.
77, you got to do something, baby.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Cortez. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little release to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Nice move. Creates some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss. He's got 98 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. Gets it past the marker. Still running up the 40. Flying down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Aggie.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Here's the give off the left side. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He's got him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, seeing he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside, takes the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get
You reach, I teach.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out.
Oh man, you can't be doing that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the pass
defense,
is incomplete.
we tested your bitch ass, though.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I gotta get used to his speed.
Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. To the end zone.
Fuck that boy in that hole. Hey.
Yeah, now this offense.
Yeah, fuck that boy in that hole, man. Just look at that out there.
Some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the left side. Jukes his way for more. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Intercepted, and the defense is set up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. And the quarterback will be slowed down.
We're going to get used to it. Don't worry about it.
This defense needed something
We'll get used to
to
it.
create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him.
That's boy.
Get the sack on this
boy, he couldn't do that bitch any perfect.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On
right.
Target over the middle.
Nigga.
They bring him down.
I know who will catch that bitch.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Back shoulder, boys. Back shoulder, boys.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be
back
perfect.
shoulder,
this is something these two guys have been
boys.
repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Well, out here with a fucking team.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's McCourty. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the
He
first
got mixed.
down.
The thing I like about
Hey, we
this
can't be out here
receiver, he's
missing that
really
shit, bro. You gotta make
intentional in his
plays when you
route
can
run.
make
The
them.
quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break.
Get these whole ass niggas out of here, cuz.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire.
Really, Humphreys?
They'll
Really?
get him stopped at the
Really,
1-yard
nigga?
line. What a run there. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Yeah, no sir.
And the defense
You got some bumpers out here.
No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down, he'll throw it. They get to him.
We'll take that though.
Can't make the
We'll take that though. We still getting used to this nigga, so.
And forcing the incompletion. The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't
you gotta get free, bro.
Incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Shit, you know what we doing.
They'll run for it.
Feeding that
Knock
nigga.
him down, but he's got enough
Fuck
to
you
get
mean?
it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Cortez. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the right.
Oh, come on, Dak.
We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this
That
offense
bitch is on the
stays
money. We
aggressive, and they
gotta
pass
bring
the
that
football.
in.
I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this deep.
Sprinting away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield.
That's a good pass.
He's got enough to move the change, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Red Raiders are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down.
Bitch. Yeah, don't do that stupid shit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football.
Oh, shit.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Here we go, sack. They'll move the wide receivers. From the red zone, looking for a space. On target.
Where's the pick at?
Red Raiders. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield.
That's on me. I forced that. That's
on
me. I forced that.
Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Almost had the completion.
Dad, don't come out here on that bullshit now, boy.
As the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Whoa, come on.
Put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown!
We got some dogs out here. Got some dogs out here.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field.
Got some dogs out here. Got some dogs.
Before going in at halftime, guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds. looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long.
You got the leg?
Well,
I got the leg. I can't get mad today if you got the leg. Shit.
That late in the half always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside.
Oh my God, this is the acceleration.
He
It's
did a
weak.
good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Knocked off his feet.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he
come on,
released
Dad.
it
We
on
coming
first
off the
down.
ball.
He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Oh, and he
Look
got
at that bitch.
drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, we gotta get. I forgot he changed shit. Man, got the
His
speed.
ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Scrambling away. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops.
Jump for the ball.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Unloads quickly.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in.
How you liking your squad so far?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for his man. Hits the open man. The stop is
they
made,
slow.
but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Pressure coming.
You going to Hempstead after the game?
I might have to, baby. You know, get old Fuentes on the whole ass niggas club.
They face 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal.
Fuentes.
Nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Pocket breaking down.
Come on, dog. My pocket is not breaking down.
He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Cortez. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this This offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no breaks, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Snags it over the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Throws to the wideout.
How he catch that hoe? I was about to say.
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. Return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Rice. Fires left. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more even more with that trip to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Rice. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national
Shoot that clock.
Get off my fucking stream talking about that bullshit. Nigga. My backups are in. Chewing shit.
They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. Bulldozes his way through. They get him on the ground,
Talk about
and
some
that'll be the
goddamn
final
clock.
play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Got jokes doing them weak dances.
You see him. You see him.
On first down. Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the
Boy, that's how you know the backup's in. That nigga didn't even try to tackle that.
After just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Big ass number 87.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure.
Oh, come on.
We're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David.
We ain't got that type of speed out here, dog. We don't.
Execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Rice. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The give to the tailback. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center.
That nigga caught that hoe. Get out of here.
But he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Pulls it in. It's McCourty. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Let's go, let's go. Makes the catch. It's Tompkins. There he goes.
Ah, they let that nigga get out of there.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Damn dog.
Pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Ouchie working boys over.
We
He
just
was
playing
looking for
some
someplace
foosball.
to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on
Yeah,
the
catch that, man.
Did you upgrade the back?
Yeah, unfortunately, I upgraded that.
Mexican.
Coverage, but can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested
Good old
catches.
Cortez.
So I don't mind him taking another shot play.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't.
Breaks into the open.
Get the way, boy. Goddamn. Shit. Nigga don't want to block. Nigga don't want to block, though.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
You don't want to block shit.
They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They'll run it from the gun.
Get off of that.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
Bitch.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10.
Oh.
Runs through a tackle.
Bam, can't nobody hit stick this way.
But he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to learn the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight.
Nigga got the leg. I got to
And he's
respect that nigga in the leg.
all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
To the air, it's Rice. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout is Timeout's called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be right ready to end the game.
The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Quarterback's got the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stops late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
3 picks. They can't run nowhere. Spread it this around though. You too. Out there. 5 sacks. 5 sacks. About 6, 5, 2.